right. Well, I've really set this up well for our next comic. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I really set this up for our first comic. Ladies and gentlemen, local comic from Bend, Oregon, and my friend, Allie.
He didn't say my last name because nobody knows it. The poster said Allie Goodnow, and that's not my last name anymore, for right now anyway. It's McCullough. My name is Allie McCullough. People make fun of my name, no matter what it is, so I'm just used to going by Allie. So, you know, like Cher, because I'm that cool. Trust me. Yeah, this isn't going to suck at all. Sorry, I've actually been having like a really, really bad week, so I almost didn't come tonight. Thought about not wearing pants. We've had an argument about whether or not leggings are pants. Leggings aren't pants, by the way. Leggings aren't pants. I know this because as I walked out of the house, I went, fuck, I forgot pants. Proof. But I did shower tonight. You're welcome. And I dressed in my finest. I guess these are my best mints. I'm going for like a lesbian lumberjack that loves Pilates. So if you don't remember my name, ladies, I'll accept your phone number. Let's see. You know what? Actually, I think there's like a really unfair double standard when it comes to sex for like ladies and men. Because like for a dude, if you go out and have sex with like a bunch of beautiful women, you know, that kind of makes you a stud. Right on, dude. That's awesome. For a lady, if we go out and do the exact same thing, all of a sudden, somehow, that makes us like a lesbian. And it's bullshit. I don't get it. I stayed away from telling dirty jokes for the longest time. Not so much because I was afraid of offending people, but I just feel like for like ladies, my punchlines to all of my dirty jokes would be exactly the same. It would be basically like, and that's when I said, yeah, okay. No, seriously, like, I was really fucking this guy last week, and I mean, we were really getting into it. He was really excited. He's, like, making noises and talking dirty to me and stuff, and at one point he says, how you doing, sweetheart? And I was like, and then he's like, oh my god, I'm about to come, and I'm like, you're about to go if you keep waking me up, motherfucker! I don't feel like putting very much effort into most of my relationships. Like, I don't pull out the second grade gymnastics moves in the bedroom. Like, I don't really have to, but I do have one move, and I'll show it to you now. It's pretty sexy. Are you prepared? Woo! This is my one move that I have in the bedroom, ladies. I know that you all do this, okay? Right before we fall asleep, what do? We just fan out our hair and point. Because that's sexy, right? It is, and I think it's pretty much because for guys, like, having sex with women is essentially like pizza. Okay, like, when it's good, and when it's bad, it's still pretty good. But ladies, sex with guys is nothing like pizza, right? It's kind of like Indian food. Like, when it's good, it's alright, you know? And when it's bad, it makes you vomit all weekend. I do have one other, like, move in the bedroom. Most people actually refer to it as doggy style. I don't really like that, though. Because first of all, I'm not a fucking dog. I am housebroken, okay? And I don't bite very much. And no man has ever made me howl, like, ever. So, but what I do call it, I do because he does whatever he's got to do back there, and I have a front row seat to watch The Late Show. So, and the sex is always like, you know, whatever. But David Letterman is amazing. I love that man. So, it's my favorite. I actually, like, sometimes people think that I come off as being, like, really super, like, full of myself or whatever, but I'm not. I'm really not. Every time that I'm with, like, a new person, I always sort of feel like I have some, like, explanations beforehand. Like, I don't know, like, I always sort of feel like, you know, I can't just, like, take off all my clothes and go, ta-da! I have to really prepare people mentally for what is about to happen to them. And I'll be like, you know, okay, well, I'm really glad that you're into this, dude, but here's some things you need to understand about me. First of all, like, this right here, right, it's a push-up bra, so it's exactly the same, but entirely different. And, also, I have a few tattoos. Not many, just a few. But don't worry, Bruce and I are totally over. And I left the Crips like months ago, so you know, no big deal. And yeah. And so the weird thing is though that like I'm married. And I sort of still do that, like, ahead of time, like, just to prep him. I'll be like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm in on this. But, again, the stretch marks, that's on you, not me. I did not do that, okay? And, also, I just wanted to, like, let you know that I haven't shaved yet, like, this winter. So... yeah, and also we had burritos for dinner, so tread lightly. Good luck. I know, I'm sorry, you guys are eating, that's really gross. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, I would never fuck my husband, that'd be gross. I know that you guys can tell just by looking at me that I'm like super into my health. And it's kind of true. When I was younger, I was really super concerned about my health. And I remember, I remember when I was 17 years old, I took like 20 vitamins a day for optimal health. I did, like 20. Here's a little tip though, if you're 17, that's optimal health right there. So, it only goes downhill, seriously, and fast, really fast. Also, like, you know, I do take care of myself to an extent, but I'm really sort of into my bare minimums or whatever. So I've kind of narrowed down what I need just to get through a day. So every morning, I like to start out with 2 shots of Jack Daniels, a Vicodin, and a quarter roofie, because a little bit will build your tolerance and you're good to go. So. And I am just ready for my day. I also like to start out with a healthy breakfast, I do. When I was younger, I used to start out with like, kind of like a fruit and grain muesli cereal kind of thing. But now that I'm getting older, that's just not quite enough, so I do my healthy swaps, and instead of fruit and grain, I like vegetables and grain, which I take in the form of a smoothie called a Bloody Mary. And my day just gets better and better and better. I take like 12 of those for health, so. I did, a couple years ago, I decided to become vegan, and I would just like to spend the rest of my time talking to you about what veganism means to me. And, do you guys know where your meat comes from? Like, see, no, I'm just kidding, I don't fucking care what you do. I'm not one of those preachy vegans, I'm more vegan for my health than anything. Like, I will shoot a baby fucking deer, but I don't want to eat him, because that's gross. It was really personal. I sort of started to think maybe it was about my health a little bit. And I was sort of like, you know, I don't want to hurt animals anymore. I just feel like I can live the rest of my life just fine without food. And it works really well. It's super quick and easy. When I get really hungry, just whip up a great big bowl of water. And that's my life now. So if my jokes come off a little suicide-y, now you know why. Just a little, sorry. So I was younger, I was really nuts about my health, and I tried to kind of tone it down a little bit. Like, I used to be kind of into bodybuilding, and I remember when I was younger, man, I would put so much effort into just building, like, my upper body strength, and just constantly, like, I just thought it was all about, like, grunting and being sweaty and lifting heavy shit, you know, like, anything heavy, and I was like, I win! But right now, like, I really haven't been all about that so much. I'm still building just a little bit, but mostly my ass. And which is working, by the way, not to brag or anything, but my workout, my exercises are like, I do two things. The first thing that I like to do is I walk. Yeah, by your silence I can tell it begs the question, what the fuck was I doing before I was walking? Well, you know, it's weird because I used to think walking was just a thing that you did because you're an adult and you have legs, you're bipeds, so clearly we walk places. And as I get older, I realize, no, it's not like that. It's a conscious decision that you have to make. Otherwise, you wind up like 4 days into an American Idol marathon with like pizza boxes and beer bottles just strewn about the house and your ass perfectly molded into the couch cushions. You're like, oh my god, I haven't done anything yet this week. I am not going to get any exercise this month, and I need to try better next year. So. I know, that's funny, because it's really sad. But, let's see, I don't remember my jokes. Okay, the other thing, I remember now, the other thing that I do like to do for exercise is I like to do yoga, clearly, hence the pants. Yeah, I can't explain my lumberjack shirt, but the pants, clearly, I do a lot of yoga, and I have some friends who really help me out, but I don't really understand my yoga friends. Like I was talking to my friend Starshine the other week, and she was basically like, you know, she had to ask me, she was like, okay, Allie, you've been doing yoga for a few months now, and you're getting really good at it. I'm just kind of curious, what is your favorite asana to do? I'm like, I will do asana, but I'm really more of a hot tub kind of girl. Because I don't want to get sticky. And then she'll say, you know what though? It's really not a lifestyle choice. Yoga is either in you or it's not in you. It's not something that you can choose to do or choose not to do. And I'll be like, oh my god, so you do this all the time. That is amazing. Like, I do it and I quit. Like, for an hour. You're a douchebag all the time? That's amazing! It sounds exhausting. And I have shit to do, so... But one thing that I really do like about yoga is that it is kind of like, no matter what you do, you're always doing yoga, and I'm a lazy fat ass. So like, I can convince myself that everything I do is yoga. Seriously? Like, I will be watching TV at night, and I'll be like sitting on the floor, and I'll be like, oh, this is the lotus position. My legs are crossed, I'm sitting here. I have to do this for my health, for my body. This is good for me. Then the best part is I get to brag about it to my friends later. I'll be like, oh my god, you guys, I did yoga last night for like 2 hours. It was amazing. And by the way, it is so much better now that Simon is gone. Which is why I really think it's important that you vote. Anyway, I don't think I have any more jokes, and I don't really feel like telling them, so, who's our next comedian?